This is Blackgirlthought TV, honey.
Hi guys, welcome back to Blackgirlthought TV. I am Annie Cans, and this is your inclusive source of health, wealth, and loving yourself. Alright, now we are back for the second video for School of Love. And we are going to get into 4 reasons why your childhood is affecting your love life and the particular partners that you are drawn to. So in the previous video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it because we getting into some stuff there. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. But we talked a little bit about childhood and these feelings that we felt growing up, and we're connecting that to where we are now, but we are still on childhood. And School of Love, as I said before, is really your household. That's where you learned what love is. That's where everything was kind of broken down when it comes to love, how you act toward each other, the ways in which you demonstrate affection, the ways in which you receive affection, what makes you feel loved the most, what makes you feel really icky inside, like that ain't love, babe. I'm like, how that made me feel. No limits, baby. I said no limits. That right there leads us into reason number 5. 5th reason you are particularly attracted to the partners that you are attracted to. And this is a particularly interesting one. So this has to do with entitlement. And I'm sure that we all kind of know partners who are particularly entitled. Ideal of entitlement. It literally creeps right into your love life. And the way in which it does that is you feel entitled for your partner to give you what you believe you deserve. And it's interesting because I'm sure we all have had an experience in which someone felt entitled to our money, our body, a text back. Like, these are small things, but literally it stems from childhood. So if you look back into your childhood, you just can accept the fact, or kind of really dig deep inside and look at the fact that you may be entitled. Your parents pretty much gave you everything that you could ever want, and you learned to push the boundaries. You learned to kind of this idea of, I am entitled to this, that's nice, give it to me because I said I wanted. And that goes into your relationship. So there are so many women I know, and it actually bothers me that they have had experiences in which a man expects sex from them, or they feel entitled to their body. Ideas of like, oh yeah, I took you to dinner, the least you could do. Please don't ever say the least I could do, honey, because the least I could do is not pop up on you. Don't ever say the least you could do, sweet pea. It's a privilege. You welcome. I was out with this guy one time, that's nice. And he drove all the way from New York to see me. Mind you, he was like really adamant about coming to see me, and I was like, all right, cool, like whatever, come. He came, we went to the movies, I wasn't feeling him, cool beans. He said, I drove all this way, the least you could do is give me a kiss. Hello? I need you to ask this man who he think he talking to, because he think he talking to me. So, could you do that for me real quick? Just the phone. My friend wants to talk to me. The least you can. Yes. This ideal of entitlement really creeps up into kind of our romantic relationships and the way we treat those around us, and it's so important because it really does stem from childhood. If you're so used to getting everything you've ever wanted, you think that the world is your oyster and you deserve everything. That is not how it works, especially when it comes to people's bodies, people's feelings. Like, it's not that simple. So if that's you, really kind of dig deep and look into your childhood. If you grew up spoiled, you know, like kind of your parents just giving you everything, anything you have ever wanted, that can lead to kind of ideals of entitlement. And it makes it makes relationships very difficult to be in with those who are entitled. Because when they're told no or don't get their way, they seem to be extremely confused as to why they don't get their way. And honestly, it becomes dangerous when that type of stuff leads to sexual assault, right? So this is why it's so important to really dig deep into these emotions, so you aren't narcissistic and don't believe that you deserve everything from a person that owes you nothing. honestly. Number 3 is really dealing with those who genuinely believe that they are unlovable, right? And I'm sure that we all know someone like that. And it's actually heartbreaking. But that usually kind of comes from a parent who is really mean or kind of really just dismissive and not present with their child kind of emotionally. And it's just like, okay, well, that's nice. My mom don't love me, duh. Like, okay, duh. But you are lovable, right? I don't care what type of parent you had, you are lovable. But these ideas, if you literally oftentimes feel unlovable, unworthy of someone's time, unworthy of someone's love, right? And you know what that looks like? That looks like girl, he like me too much. He think I'm lovely. Babe, I gotta go. He crazy. Why you think I'm lovely? So oftentimes it can kind of present itself in a way of someone's really showing you they love you and they want to be with you, and you can't fathom it. Why? Why do you want to be with me? Why do you love me? What? Why? And it's heartbreaking. So if that's you, it really stems from parents who kind of were a bit mean and a bit dismissive, and it can stem from other places, but this is kind of the general kind of place from it. You feeling you're unworthy of love. You want that love, absolutely. And I know a lot of people who kind of seek that love and go after it. Like, yes, like, oh, I love talking to people. I love flirting. I love kind of just being engaged with people. But the moment in which that love is kind of creeping in, and it's like, ooh, yeah, I want to get to know you. Like, oh, ooh. Whoa there. Right? It can stem from ideas that you are unlovable or undesirable, and you don't deserve the love of anyone, which is untrue. It also can stem from what we are going into as number 2. Kind of this fear of rejection and abandonment, which is something that I dealt with often because my father left, because I experienced a lot of abandonment in my life. It was just like, no, that's nice. I'm not letting you in. Anyway, no thank you. So the way you respond to it kind of really draws back to your childhood. So if someone's trying to love you, and you're like, yeah, I gotta go. But it's crazy because you were thirsty for this love. You were like, yes, like, that's nice for the love, like, I want somebody to love me. Like, why? Like, we're bad. Like, when you want to love me, right? And then that love comes, and you're just like, whoa there. Let's capture this moment. So yes, that is literally just this fear of rejection, this fear of letting someone in. So it's kind of like you are on opposite sides of the fence. One minute you really kind of want to just go for it, like, yes, like, let me take a chance on love. The other is like, remember when that person left you? Don't chance it. You can chance it. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to chance it. It's okay to let them in. It's okay to experience that type of love. It's okay. Because the worst thing it can do is not work out. And once you understand that that is not the worst thing, because you grow and you learn from it. And it's beautiful, the growth and the learning. And I did let the growth and development. So for me, it's like the worst thing it could do is not work out. So I choose my partners according to the qualities that they demonstrate. And so it took me a very long time, honestly, a very long time to allow someone to love me. It was to a point where, like, someone could do something for me, like something very nice, and I'm just like, what's this? That's one of the key indicators that you kind of struggle with this idea of being loved and deciding if you're going to let them in or not. When you question when someone does these great things for you, it's like, wait, what? Huh? You want to do what? You planned what for us? Whew, that is a sign, right? And it can come from, as I said, this idea of, I'm not worthy of this. I'm not deserving of this. Which you are. 4,012% worthy and deserving. Or it can come from, I'm not going to let you in. No, absolutely not. But the thing is, you kind of really need to deal with this because you're not ready for a relationship, because no one deserves to kind of be tugging and pulling, like, let me in, let me in, let me in. Love is literally a door in which it should not have to be beaten down. I can twist the knob to freely let you in, or no thank you, I close the door. It's very simple. And for some of us, because of our childhood trauma, it's not that simple. But it should be that simple. I'm gonna open this door to let you in because I wanna invite you into my space, right? And I'm worthy and deserving of all the great things that you come with. Or, no thank you, I'm not interested. It should never be this idea of beating down someone's door. So when I was kind of seeking this validation from men and seeking kind of this like love, I was always attracted to the men who were literally emotionally unavailable to me. So emotionally unavailable. Because I wanted to kind of prove that I was lovable. Like, let me prove to you that I'm lovable. Let me prove to you, let me show you how lovely I am, and then in return I get love. Like, I did not get love oftentimes in return, because that's not how it works. It's not the space in which you prove that you're great, right? Yep. Whatever you say, absolutely, yes. Hey, I'm a vegan, I don't even eat meat, but I'll eat this meat for you, yes, whatever, if it'll make you happy. That leads me into number 1. The subtle kind of people pleasing. And it's interesting how all this is all connected to ideas of don't leave me, right? So I'm sure we all know someone who like, yep, they say yes to anything. Anything you want them to do, anything they will do. And it goes back to childhood. So this really kind of stems from growing up with parents who, it doesn't sound very kind to say parents who put their needs above yours, but in a way parents who put their needs above yours. And then you kind of learn to be really kind of submissive, or you learn to just go with the flow. Like, cool. This kind of goes hand in hand, this idea of feeling like a burden. So I'm going to say yes to everything. I'm going to literally cause as the least amount of problems as I can, right? To continue to occupy this space. I don't want to cause any problems. Whatever you want me to do, I will do. And then we grow up, and that leads into our relationships. That leads into us allowing partners to do things to us that we genuinely don't enjoy or we genuinely don't like. And it's just like, yeah, because I want you to stay. So for me, one thing in particular, if I have just made love to my boyfriend, or that's nice, some nigga that I just let hit the phone, or that's nice, some man that gave me the schlong, some man that gave me the D. I particularly do not do well with kind of just getting up and leaving. That's abandonment to me. And because I have abandonment issues that I have been working through, right? I particularly like, that's nice, I need you to stay. I need us to cuddle. I need, like, that's nice, cool. And it took me a while to kind of understand why I always felt so icky. If you combine that with this idea of I'll do anything to make you stay. I'll do anything to please you. Whatever you want, leave me. It makes me uncomfortable, but sure, yes, leave. Yes, I want you to stay, but I won't say anything. Yes, leave. That kind of goes into that. And then it all comes full circle, like, that's nice. I don't deserve for you to stay. I'm unworthy of your love, so you can go. But also, I'm gonna literally pretend that I'm okay with this, because I learned to literally just kind of be happy that I'm here and take whatever comes to me. And that's not how it works. It's a 50-50 partnership between two partners, if your relationship is between two partners, because I completely acknowledge polyamory. So if it's two partners, it's a 50-50 relationship. You are allowed to say, this makes me uncomfortable, I don't want that. No, thank you, I don't want that. I'm allowed to say, that's nice. You want to snuggle me today. Snuggle me. Right? And I no longer feel guilty about that. Because after 10 years of talk therapy, I'm like, yeah, that's nice. We talk about these issues of abandonment, but that's nice. I still don't like when somebody come all over my stomach and bounce. That's nice. You gonna get a towel, you gonna clean me off, and you gonna snuggle me till I fall asleep, which will be in about 3 seconds, because that's nice. After some good deed, I'm out from the couch, right? So, oh God, I hope my dad isn't watching. So, so kind of, you don't have to be a people pleaser. You don't have to settle. You don't. You can say no. You can say that makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that. Because the thing is, the troubling thing is, because of this idea of childhood and being really kind of subservient and really like, I'll do whatever, I'm okay with whatever, even if it makes me uncomfortable, I have a fear. I have a fear for particularly vulnerable women in that situation who can be taken advantage of. And I'm talking in the realm of sexual abuse. I'm talking in the realm of sexual assault. I'm talking in the realm of rape, things like that. That scares me. Or physical abuse or verbal abuse. Just staying because like, that's nice. I'm unworthy of anybody else's love. I'd never be able to find anyone else, so I'm just gonna stay. Yes, do whatever you want to me. Right? All these things come full circle because of our childhood. So once we tap into these issues that took place at childhood, we can grow and kind of move on to better and fulfilling relationships. Like, I'm 23 and I want the most amazing relationships, right? And friendships, and to meet people, to meet some of you guys maybe at a meet and greet and just like vibe with you guys. Like, that is what I want, right? But I'm gonna keep it real. That's nice. Do the work, deal with these issues, and then you can experience better love and greater love and bigger love and more amazing feeling love, right? So I hope that this was helpful. There's one question after this video, because I like to give homework. That's nice. And as always, you can email me and all that good stuff. So, which one are you? And I talked to my friends. I love her. Hi, Lauren. Lauren. I talked to my friends and we talked about kind of this list. And it's interesting that most people can find themselves within all of them. And when you realize that, it's like, yeah, I got some work to do, right? Because my fear is literally, I don't think divorce rate should be 50%, and that's gonna be a whole nother like series of why it's 50%, but I know for a fact it has something to do with us not really fully understanding ourselves and understanding what it takes to be in a healthy kind of union. So I'm here to kind of help. And I could have easily written my dissertation on this type of stuff. I could have easily went on to do my PhD in this type of stuff, but I don't think it's fair that only privileged individuals have access to a particular type of knowledge, and I have been one of those privileged people. But I want to give back, and that's why I'm doing this on YouTube, because I want to give back. I want it to be accessible to anyone with internet access, right? To kind of help us grow and have better relationships. So, y'all got homework, that's nice. Y'all got one question to go. And this has been the School of Love, and I am so happy to be on your screen right now. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I will see you.
Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to click that nice little subscribe button, comment and like if you feel so inclined, and follow me on Instagram at Annikins. I'll see you guys in the next one.